Hi, this is Mari from Healthy Meal Magic for Two, author of international best-selling cookbook Kitchen with Flexibees. I teach you simple, stress-free system for everyday cooking. And today I am going to show you my best tip for um, meal prep your chicken breast. Everybody loves everybody loves the chicken dinner, but very often it results in uneven cooking, dry as hell, and then tasteless. So I have a much better way to prep your chicken breast, and then I think you will love it. So here is the chicken, and hopefully this is clear enough for you to watch. Okay, here. All right, so here are the chicken breasts. At least in the US, the chicken breasts are gigantic, and sometimes it's even close to 1 pound. And as we can see, one side is about 2-3 centimeters, or about over an inch, and one side is really thin. And this is the reason why it doesn't cook evenly. So instead, we are going to slice them in um, cutlet form. So here it is. You put your palm of your hand onto your chicken breast. Um, you want to have the thinner side like this. I mean, thicker side. This is probably a bit better, right? Yeah. Thicker side on one side, you know, um, close to your fingers is the thicker side, and then the end of the palm should go to the thinner side, and then you press it, and then you can cut it all the way from here, but I just start from around probably about 1/4 in, so that you can make everything about the same thickness, and you can get about 3 or 4. So here it is. You want to go use the chef's knife. You want to go a little bit underneath of your finger, and then kind of I don't know, jiggle it a little bit, kind of like you or sew it. Yeah, I think that's how you call it in English, right? And then here it is, perfectly thin cutlet number one. Do another one, and then this way it's impossible to cut your fingers. And then you can feel the blade moving underneath your hand. Here it is, number two, perfect. Okay, another one. And then as you can see, I'm moving closer and closer to the end. Okay, let's see. Number three. And then it gets a little thinner, so I'm just gonna cut this up. I mean, slice it out. And the last one, number four, is decent side. Number five is kind of small, so I'm just gonna cut this from this angle and then open it up, kind of like this. And then I'm going to do with another one. Again, the thicker side, this one is huge. Thicker side, the finger goes to the thicker side, and then the palm goes to the thinner side. And then just like this. Okay. It's actually pretty fast. And you can pound it up and then make it even thinner if you want to. But I feel like this is pretty good thickness. And then you can even use it to roll things up or you know, cut them thinner and then make it into a stir fry. You know, you can do a lot of things. Yeah, the last one is a little Charlie Brown, but you know what I mean. I mean, what you want is an even thickness, and then now everything is even thickness, so everything cooks evenly and then really, really quick. So what I want to do is, I'm just a little having a problem, but um, I'm going to put some. I should have opened this first. All right. So I'm gonna season each cutlet. The first one I'm gonna cut on both sides. After that, I put it on top. Oh, I'm gonna put the um, pepper too. If you want to, you can just sew it in one side. And I mean, you know, no, you don't have to use the pepper, but I like to use pepper for most of my cooking, so just that's what I'm doing. And then because it's thin, you only need it to one side, but then you know, it's better to have salt on both sides, and then that's the reason why I'm stuck sticking them up so that this would go, half of this would transfer to the other side. Oh, and then I have forgotten the peppers. See, I mean, some of the pepper has been already transferred. I'm going to do this with the other one. But the most important thing is you want to salt them. And you can you can either saute these or pan fry them as it is, or I also like to put some flour so that when I want to eat them as you know, use it for other dishes, and then when I want the thickness, it comes with that flour. And if you want to do that, I highly recommend a little mesh sheave like this, or better yet, I have a little mesh tea infuser thing inside of my flour um, flour jar or container, or whatever you call it. And look, this is what I do. You need much less flour, and then you have a lot less mess than how you would do it in like a big bowl of or bat full of flour. And then after that, it's like, I'm not too sure what to do with it. Let's throw it away. It's kind of a wasteful. Okay, yeah. And then as you can see, because they're pretty large, so you can wrap some things inside, or you can use it to, like, you know, stuffed chicken with like asparagus or cheese, whatever. Yeah, you can do a lot of things. And then as you can imagine, you can cut them thinly, either this way or this way, and then use it in stir fries and stuff. So I am going to um, put the flowers on, it's not flowers, flour on one of the breasts, and then the other one I'm just going to keep it as it is. All right, and then all I use is this one 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 tea infuser full. So it's about a tablespoon of flour. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this, put it away. This I'm going to wash it because I touched with the hand with the little bit of chicken, possibly. And I am going to just fry it with the no skillet. I mean, no, it's not non-skillet, non-stick skillet, just like this. So you can see. So yeah, if you want to use them, if you want to make it into like a cutlet or something, you can put some egg wash and then panko or breadcrumbs. Or I also um, use some mayonnaise instead of flour, and then egg wash, and then you can put some panko or breadcrumbs on top of the mayonnaise if you want to, cut the steps a little bit shorter. And if you don't want to, I mean, I normally cook them all at once and then eat some, and then use the rest for different dishes throughout the week. But if you want to save some, you can just put these. I would not recommend the one which is already dusted to be saved. You should dust it right before you cook it. But these, you know, these chicken cutlet without any, I mean, just lightly seasoned, you can put it in the a plastic bag or Ziploc bag with just a little bit of mayonnaise, maybe about a teaspoon, half a tablespoon or so for one breast of um, chicken cutlet, and then kind of mix them in so that it will stay moist, and the oil would cover the chicken so it lasts longer. And you should be able to keep it for a few days. So as I am talking, this pan is getting a little hotter, and one of the trick to check the hotness is that this pan from Tefal, it has this I don't know, this pattern around this T mark. So when you don't see this the these squares, then it means that it's hot enough. But if you don't, you should maybe not. You should. I'm attached with the microphone, and then I don't want to screw up my computer. So, yeah, can you see the water? You should probably use a little more water, but um, when the water is gone, then it means it's dry enough. I might have had slightly, I don't know, I might have had a little bit of a flour or something because it's a little white. But you can put some water and then splash it onto the frying pan. And if when the water is completely gone, it means that frying pan is hot enough. So anyway, I am going to put some flour, I mean not the flour, oil in here. Just a little bit. And I'm using a medium, but you might, depending on what kind of pan you use and then what kind of stove you have, you might want to use medium to medium high. So I'm going to put the chicken. Cutlet. And I can even put this one. It's going to be really fast. And what you want to do is you don't want to touch it until one side is completely cooked, and you can see the, I'm not too sure if you can see it, but if you see right here at the edge, it started to turn white. And when it's not just the bottom area, but then um, when the inside edge, the top edge is started to turn white, then you want to turn it back. So it's getting there. The center areas are already pretty much cooked, but the other area is not. So see the this edge is kind of started to get opaque and then white. And it's a little uneven, so see, it's getting there, but not quite. Oh, I forgot to bring the plate. I have to put it on something. Something like a bowl. Yeah, see, it's a lot more white. Not completely, but then it kind of tells you the backside is completely, it's almost there. This area is white. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, this area is getting there. So yeah, I think even on the video you should be able to see it, right? Yeah, and kind of like this. Okay, so I feel like this could have used a little more oil. I could always use a little more oil for the color. I mean, if you're like watching your oil, um, you can, I mean, especially with this pan, you can cook with very little amount of oil, but very often, you know, the color is flavor, and when it's a little more golden brown, or this part that are golden brown, it tastes a lot more, delicious than just the white pale chicken. Okay, I think I'm gonna just put this into it. No, because I have space. All right. I mean, these are pretty much done. So, if you're okay with that, you can fish them out. I want to, see this color. It makes things look a little more tastier. So that's what I'm going for. This side too. So basically, that's it. And we can just eat it as it is. You could also you could have put some spices or something before you're cooking, but for as a meal prep, I like it to just season it with salt and pepper, and then even when I'm storing, with just a tiny bit of mayonnaise, which you probably can't taste at all, and then I can use this as it is today. Maybe with I'm actually thinking about eating it with the peach salsa, because we have some peaches that needs to be eaten right away. And yeah, and then the rest I haven't decided, but Could be something like a chicken parmigiana, or you know, or I can cut them up and then make something like a pineapple chicken, mango chicken. Uh, could be even like something like a chicken, really quick chicken cacciatore, fajitas, all these kind of things. You basically, need, because these are cooked, all you need is some kind of sauce, a little bit of saucing, and then that's pretty much it. See, the color is so much better with a little bit of a brown part. And that's what the oil can do for you. See? Yeah. Done. 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 Yeah, this one was the last one. Done. Just cooking a little more for the color. And I'm just trying to get some color from the pan by turning it around. Because there's some bits and pieces of brown bits from the frying pan, and that would make the process a little bit faster. There you go. Looks good. Okay, done. And I'm going to. We can do a little bit of tasting. My hands are messy. Okay, so I have this little piece. Maybe instead of a little piece, I'm just gonna cut this up to show you that it's evenly cut. See, it's evenly cooked. I mean, inside is perfect. And yeah, I can just eat a little. Okay, all right. So see, I mean, you can even do that with a little tongue, but you can of course cut these with the chopsticks. You can cut them up when it's raw or after it's cooked. Let's eat a little bit. It's perfect. It's super tasty as it is, and you can use it for many other dishes. You can chop them up and throw into a salad, stir fry, just like when you're heating something up. And so these chicken you have. Oh, I can have mayonnaise. Just a sec. Okay. So see how well this would work. Yeah. Okay, so this chicken, which I didn't cook, I can't put it over here because it's gonna melt. But what you want to do is that maybe I can move this over. Ah, oops. Sorry. still experimenting with my lab. All right, so this chicken, there you go. You can put them in a Ziploc bag or any kind of bag, just like this. Put a tiny bit of mayonnaise. This is 1 tablespoon spoon. So what's actually going in is about a teaspoon. And kind of just massage it in, just like this. All you need is a little bit of mayonnaise. And that will keep it moist and tasty for a few days and keep it longer. And you can also freeze this. Just like this, or better yet, if you can put them flat, I mean, maybe you can only put about 1 by 1, or put them in like this. It might be a little hard to see. Basically, put them as flat and even as possible. You might want to use a bigger Ziploc bag, or like even regular plastic bag from the store and everything. And then when it's put in 1 layer, and then see, it's really thin. And then if you freeze it on something flat, and then once it's frozen, after a few hours, you can stand them up and then freeze them. I mean, store them in the freezer. But anyway, when you do that, you can put the entire thing, not the plastic bag, but the entire content, when you're ready to eat, frozen into like either air fryer or on the frying pan. And then when you're cooking in a frying pan, you can just cook it with covered, and then maybe with a little bit of a white wine or something. Then you can cook these chicken without thawing. Huge time saving. So anyway, that's pretty much for the day. I hope you learned something new. Let me know what is your favorite tip. And like I said, when you have these chicken prepped, like this one, I can use it for stuffed chicken or rolled up chicken. I mean, especially if I pound them up and then make it thinner, I can make it really thin and then do a lot of things too. Or I can cut them up, use it in a stir fry, or I don't know, stew, soup, salads. Yeah, both the cooked one or raw one. And yeah, you can even mince them. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you like this live video, please subscribe and like, and then share with people who might enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and then until next time, have fun kitchen visiting. Bye.